My own brothers died tragically as well, truth be told. It was 1868, and me and my older brothers were pulling a tidy profit running cattle into Juarez, Mexico. One night after my brothers retired for the evening, I found a little poker game in a cantina with a couple of cowboys. And I just couldn't lose. I even won an old Spanish coin that had to be 100 years old. Well, I was mighty pleased with myself the next morning as my brothers and I rode for Texas. But before we crossed the border, those cowboys caught up with us. It was Johnny Ringo, Roscoe Bob Bryant, and another asshole named Jim. They wanted their money back and everything else we had, including our lives, as those boys didn't want us coming for them later. Bob put that old Spanish coin in my mouth and said, "I won't have it said that I left you with nothing, boy." Well, those horses bolted, and there we hung as those bastards rode away. The branch finally snapped under the weight of the three of us, but being my older brothers were bigger and heavier, they were already dead. And right then I swore to myself that I would avenge them. Ringo you know about. But Bob eluded me, until I heard he was riding with the Wild Bunch.
So go ahead, make my day. Welcome back to the final episode, and we'll do this all the way from start to finish. Nothing more, nothing less. So let's do this.
I'd been on their trail for months, ever since they left their hideout in the Bighorn Mountains. Led by Butch Cassidy, they were a loose association of outlaws who robbed banks and trains from Colorado to Montana. Among them was the Sundance Kid, and that murderous hombre I was tracking, Roscoe Bob Bryant.
Were you a part of that giant Pinkerton posse after the Wild Bunch?
No, boy. A circus like that would have slowed me down. Besides, I wanted Bryant all to myself. They blew the bridge with the intention of forcing the train to stop. I was determined to make that sumbitch Bob pay for what he did to my brothers.
Yeah, make it pay. Oh my god, boy.
I found the device they used to blow the tracks, so I knew I was headed in the right direction.
My ears are still ringing from blowing up that bridge.
Well, I made my way off unscathed and came upon a few members of the gang and had no choice but to dispatch them. From there, I had to negotiate an even more precarious route. But first, I would need to get my ass out of there.
You're straying away from the story, okay. So energy.
The train was clearly fixing to fall. I had found the gang, but in order to find old Bob, I needed to fight my way forward past a whole passel of desperados. Outside, inside, any way I could, I made my way towards my prey.
What about the passengers?
It was mostly a freight train, as I recall. There were no passengers aboard that day.
Fuck! Shit.
I mentioned before, I am not fond of heights. But I was too busy dodging bullets to worry about falling to my death. Odds were I was likely to die that day anyway. So I was determined to take down as many of those bastards as I could. At times, it was like shooting ducks in a shooting gallery. The only difference is these damn ducks shot back.
This guy is such a fucking attitude, I love it. Like, yeah, you know, it's like shooting ducks, when the ducks fucking shoots back, you know what I'm saying? No, I don't. I don't fucking know what you're saying. What the fuck? Oh my... Oh. I'm fucking retarded.
I kept hoping the law would show up and give me a hand.
You mean like that giant Pinkerton posse that I read about? Did they come riding in, guns a-blazing to help?
Whoa. Butch Cassidy and shit. Fucking
Help?
cool.
From the Pinkertons? No, son. I had to fight the Wild Bunch all by my lonesome, as usual.
Who the hell is that? Take cover! Retreat! Retreat! He's killing everybody! Kill us all!
My guess is those dime novels didn't portray this as it happened, did they? I had to cut him down pronto if I was gonna stay on old Bob's trail.
For fuck's sake, die, you son of a bitch. Bye-bye. Oh,
Once I
crap.
silenced all those guns, I went searching for my nemesis, determined to finally have my justice. But the only survivor who welcomed me was George Flat-Nose Curry.
Who was he?
The fastest gun in the gang. Right after Sundance, I mean. And Kid Curry, and maybe Elsie Lay. Though some folks might dispute that.
You're so fucking... You're so full of shit. I love this character. He's like, no. Bye. I kinda like this mechanic, even though it's fucking hard as shit. Like, it's really hard to describe. It doesn't look like that hard, but holy shit is it hard. Dodged the wrong way again. But yeah, mechanic is great, just hard as shit. So fucking dead. No, I will not do a dishonorable kill. I'm sorry. I'm an honorable bounty hunter that didn't shoot first. That was a Star Wars reference. I'm gonna fuck you up, bitch. Come on, come on.
On that
Got
very
him.
same day, Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid decided to leave the Wild Bunch behind and decamped for South America. They ended up living down there for many years, but I'm sure you already know all about that.
Ooh, I'm getting hyped for the ending. I'm actually getting really hyped now. Really hyped.
I tried to find Bob Bryant, but it was as if he'd disappeared. Sometime later, I heard the Wild Bunch was back together. Kid Curry escaped from jail, and now he was running the whole
So
shebang.
beautiful.
So I took to their trail, as I was still in pursuit of my brother's killer and hoped that he was back with him.
That Kid Curry's kinda crazy, ain't he?
Don't let him hear you saying that.
Anyways, I tracked those boys to a camp right outside Parachute, Colorado. Being outnumbered, I didn't bother with a warning shot. I just started taking those bastards down.
That's it for you.
Oh, fuck that Eric.
Old Bob wasn't among them, and neither was Kid Curry. I could sense him close by, however, plotting something nasty. I just needed a clue as to their whereabouts. And I found one. A map with their bold plan clearly marked. This time they were fixing to blow up a train trestle. Property of the Union Pacific.
Can they stop blowing up trains?
The plan clearly indicated how they were fixing to undermine several of the weakest wooden supports. Kid Curry was considered the wildest of the Wild Bunch. It was said that he fathered 85 bastard children, though some say it was only 5. Kid Curry had bragged to a whore how he was gonna rob a train heading to the U.S. Mint in Denver. And that whore, Fat Sally, she told me. The bridge was rigged with dynamite, so I decided I'd best be careful confronting those bastards. A moment later, I saw a ladder that somehow had escaped my attention.
Of course you did.
You blow us up now.
Don't worry, I know what I'm doing.
No, you don't.
God damn it!
Bye.
See? One wrong shot, and they never would have found all the pieces of me.
Don't you blow us up now.
Oh,
Don't
what the
worry, I
fuck?
know what I'm doing.
No, you don't. You suck. So, okay, no dynamite. No dying.
But the Wild Bunch did not take kindly to my presence and attempted to blow my head off. It appeared the Kid had found a number of new recruits to bolster their ranks. Guess there's always desperate men willing to trade their lives for stolen treasure.
What happened next?
Well, having removed the first bundle of dynamite, I decided I might as well remove the other one. Once that was done, I figured I'd find my way from there.
Son of a bitch.
Why don't somebody...
Bye.
Ready to meet your maker. I'm going out.
What the fuck? No, shit, that fucked up.
I'm gonna blow your damn head off.
What the fuck, wait?
I'm gonna cut you in two.
So, what happened then?
Had to remove more of that damn dynamite.
Whew. That was actually not a fun enemy.
It must have been terrifying trying to make your way across.
I was sweating it a bit, but then I noticed a footbridge tied up on high, so I shot the rope.
What? Oh. Ha! It feels so good.
So that was all the dynamite?
Well, funny you should mention that, darling. As actually, there was a fourth charge impeding my progress. Once I removed it, my path was pretty clear.
Give it up now. Now let's go.
It's starting to feel like the final stretch, honestly. There's a lot of more enemies. Like,
So I
I'm
proceeded
actually
onward.
trying
I realized
to
that
do
that way
this as
just
quickly as
wasn't going to
possible,
work. I needed an alternate path forward.
so we can get to the final stretch. I'm so hyped. I died, didn't I? Oh, I actually didn't. Okay.
Luckily, I found a cave, and as I made my way back to the bridge, I saw something that concerned me. It was a long, burning fuse, and it was moving fast as hell. I had to catch it.
Of course it was.
The burning fuse was so damn quick, I had to run like the wind. I almost had it, but no. Thought I was gonna have a coronary when I lost sight of those sparks. My heart was pounding like a sledgehammer. I knew that failure meant boom. Then, finally, at the last moment. Whew. Of course, I was successful, or clearly I wouldn't be talking to you folks here today. Naturally, I removed that last dynamite charge. Well, it was a touching reunion. But by this time, I was thoroughly exhausted and dragging my ass as I was not a young man anymore.
Or were you?
kill that SOB! Make him bleed! Send him to perdition!
Finally, I found those boys. Or more precisely, they found me.
He's crazier than Kid Curry ass me! Nuttier than a damn fruit!
Just when I thought things couldn't get worse, Kid Curry opened up on me with a goddamn Gatling gun. It was hidden in this tunnel and pretty well shielded.
Okay. I'm gonna fuck him up. Let's do this. No guts, no glory.
Luckily, I had located some dynamite. I still, however, had my work cut out for me.
Bullets already?
Crap.
Show yourself, you coward! Damn it, I need some help here! Come on, boys! I need this I'm with you! For you to lay down and die! Get out of here, you coward! Shit! Smells like a killing! Like this, Thompson! Move it, boys! Hold him off while I reload! The last mistake you'll ever make! What are you, Yella? Damn! Do you know who I am? It's the Heat Master! Give me a hand here, goddammit!
Eventually, I brought that tunnel down. And that's when I met Kid Curry himself.
How?
He had decided to stop pussyfooting around and deal with me personally.
You're gonna bleed!
How? How did you survive that? There's not a chance. What the actual duck fuck? That simply does not happen. Whoa, that one quick. That one's so quick. Oh, come on. This is not easy.
As fast as he was, I was just a bit faster.
Oh, and down he goes, Curry.
Demanded to know the whereabouts of Roscoe Bob Bryant. He shouted at me. Is that what this is about? Bob went with Butch and Sundance to South America. You ain't never finding him.
Whoa.
Those were his last words.
Alright, we're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. I can feel it.
So, Bob Bryant got away?
I knew I'd never find him in South America.
What about the other killer?
Yeah, you kinda glossed over that one.
Well, I found Jim not long after my showdown with Ringo. At the time, he was riding with the James
come on.
Younger gang. Did I neglect to mention that?
Jesse James? The greatest outlaw who ever lived?
Jesse and his kin rode with Quantrill when he raided Lawrence, Kansas, and killed near 200 people, boy.
Ah, nothing great about that.
And from there, him and his brother went on to rob banks and trains from Kansas to Missouri.
Which is why there was such a rich bounty on their heads. 40 grand for both of them, dead or alive. That's one hell of a payday.
Yeah, that's some money. Especially with inflation and all that shit.
I confronted them as they were robbing a train. Bullets were flying at me from every which way. But I knew I'd have to fight my way forward if I was gonna find this Jim.
Doing the shotgun thing. Peekaboo.
Now wait a second. How'd they stop this train in the first place?
Well, the James boys were experts at this.
Oh yeah.
They hopped a freight train having heard there was a big payroll in the express safe. So, I hopped the same train. The James Younger gang was decimated after that little fiasco they had in Northfield, Minnesota. So Jesse needed more men and took on the killer I was after, along with a host of others. I was hoping to find my man and put a bullet in his head. Climbing around that train, I must have swallowed 100 damn bugs before I
The
reached
James
that.
Younger gang heard the first train robbery west of the Mississippi.
Sounds like you hold them in high regard.
Everyone knows they were the most famous outlaw gang ever.
And you took them all on by your lonesome. Again. I'm finding this all a little hard to swallow, friend.
Well, maybe you need to wash it down with some whiskey. By the way, did I mention that that train was flying down those tracks like a bat out of hell? Anyway, excuse me, Ben. Where would I find the gentleman's facilities? Suddenly I have an urgent need to drain my one-eyed snake. Well, I've had more than a few drinks, and I've been sitting here for quite a spell.
Right
What
through
the
there.
fuck?
I should have never heard so much malarkey in my life.
Fuck
you
you,
think
Jack.
he's bullshitting us?
Fuck you,
You
Steve.
don't think he's Silas Greaves?
I think he's just some old drunk looking for some free liquor.
I don't know, Jack. I think I believe him. You don't think he met Jesse James?
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. That story makes no sense at all.
Jack.
I mean, you gotta be 2 bricks short of a load to believe that cock and bull story.
I don't agree.
Jack, lay off the
But you
bar.
seriously think that tired old man went toe-to-toe with Jesse James?
Well, that's better. Did I mention that this Jim was married to the infamous Belle Starr?
Oh my god, why? I
Of course,
don't
I didn't
even...
learn that until later. Anyway, I made my way forward the best I could. Around the sides, over the roof. At some point, some bitch saw me and shouted out, "It's the damn Pinkertons!"
It's a damn Pinkerton!
Now, I never worked for that limey cocksucker, but I guess they assumed I was one of his assassins. Those evil bastards firebombed Jesse's mother's house and killed his stepbrother. So it's no wonder each and every asshole on that train wanted to be dead.
Holy shit! Oh, I'm so bad at this game. I don't even fucking... What the fuck did it... Oh! Okay, one more. Dead. Dead.
Shoot that stupid son of a bitch!
Sup, bro?
Everybody's always mistaking you for somebody else, aren't they? Why is that, I wonder?
Don't rightly know, Jack. I'm just telling you how I remember.
I bet you are.
You know who we are? Goddamn law dog!
Holy fuck.
I came across a flat car piled high with logs and had to come up with a creative way to make my way forward.
Sorry, son of a bitch!
I wondered if I was ever gonna find the front of that train, or the bastard I was after. Right about then, I was attacked by some asshole on a Gatling gun.
Well, seems like you run into a lot of them.
Asshole?
Gatling guns.
Yes, I did. Now, I don't remember how I took it out. It was either a bullet or dynamite.
Where would you find dynamite?
Does it really matter, Jack? You're messing with the flow of the story here.
Yeah, I'm with Jack on this one. Feels like bullcrap. Fucking losers. Oh yeah.
This asshole don't...
I was looking for Jim and shooting any son of a bitch stupid enough to get in my way. And that included Jesse James himself. There sure were a lot of men determined to die that day. It was then that Jesse detached the express car from the
What
rest
the
of
actual
train.
fuck?
I could see Jesse waiting for me, fixing to kill me so he could get away with all that money.
What the what?
You had a showdown with Jesse James?
Of course he didn't. Everybody knows that Jesse was killed by Bob Ford.
Yeah. Jesse went out like John Wesley Hardin. Coward shot him in the back of the head.
Guess it doesn't matter how far you run, does it, Ben? Your past always catches up with you. Yeah, I didn't kill Jesse James. Just wounded him bad enough to convince him to hang up his guns.
Wow.
What about that Jim fella?
Wow.
What happened to him?
Of
I
course
figured
you
he was
did.
up front with a gun to the engineer's head. That bastard slipped away again. I'll tell you how I got him. But first I need to wet my whistle.
What the fuck? This should be the final mission, I guess.
After
I
my
guess this
showdown
should
with
be.
Jesse, I continued to track his brother, Frank, and that son of a bitch.
Frank!
I followed those bastards into the high mountains as they were going to ground.
What mountains would that be?
Somewhere in the Ozarks, I believe. The perfect place to hide out from the authorities. In fact, before I could find them, some Indians who fled the res and were hiding out from the military found me first. They probably thought I was a cavalry scout and didn't want me telling the military where they were.
Engines?
Yeah, they could have been Cheyenne, but there was all sorts of renegades roaming the landscape back then.
Oh, this story makes zero sense.
Hey, how about another whiskey, Ben? Nothing
For
better to
fuck's
soothe
sake.
the troubled soul. Now, where was I? Indians, right. I had more than my share of run-ins with the red man. Like that time, did I tell you about Grey Wolf?
Yes, sir. You did.
Of course I did. In fact, I could still remember that old medicine man's words to me.
Jesus Christ, we're back to that again?
You carry great darkness in your heart. It will claim your soul. You will come to this place again and kill many more men, and the darkness will
I
grow
gotta give it to him. He's
until
a
it
great
consumes
storyteller.
everything you are.
What the? How many are there?
So, did you ever find it? Who? The man you are after.
Let me ask you something, Ben. You ever think about death?
Mr. Greaves, are you
What?
all right?
Ooh, death. Oh, death. Won't you spare me over till another year? What is this that I can't see with ice cold hands taking hold of me? Well, I am death, none can excel. I'll open the door to heaven or hell. Oh, death, someone would pray. Could you wait to call me another day?
Yep. That sucks. I want that fucking hat. I'll get that hat. Son of a bitch. I'm dead. Can't do shit. Oh my god, why? No, I'm fucking shit. Yep, I'm just gonna let that be. Just no, I don't give a shit about that hat. Not a single fuck, but I want that hat.
Oh, death, someone would pray. Could you wait to call me another day? Oh, death.
I'm just gonna stand there.
Oh, death, won't you spare me over till another year?
So, are you gonna answer the question?
What question is that?
Jim Reed. Did you ever find it?
Reed was indeed that son bitch's surname. That's right, Ben. A despicable character. I remember him laughing like a hyena that cold morning they lynched me and my brothers. He was intent on avoiding my vengeance, but nothing was gonna stop me. Nothing.
Nothing. Nothing. Holy shit. Frank James. Frank.
I finally did track those outlaws down. They had long rifles with scopes and were well positioned to pick off any poor soul who came anywhere close.
Ooh.
I'm guessing Frank James believed I was responsible for the demise of his brother Jesse. I couldn't really disagree with the man, as I thought Jesse was dead then as well. He backed off as I closed in on him, but he was still intent on killing me. And when I closed in on him again, he backed off again, looking for a better angle on me.
God damn it. Fuck. Come on.
I can't fault Frank for wanting his revenge, as I was there for the same damn reason myself. At this point, I'm guessing you think Silas Greaves is a worse murderer than Jim Reed ever was.
No, sir.
A man who spent half his life killing somebody's brothers, fathers, sons.
I think you were just looking for justice, sir.
Is that what I was looking for, Dwight? Is that what it was? Justice?
Isn't that why you were hunting the James gang?
James gang. Right. I finally found Frank holed up in his mountain cabin, and he was determined to have me dead.
Please don't tell me I have to do that shit again.
It was a pitched battle that could have gone either way. Luckily, I had some dynamite in my possession.
Dynamite. On your person.
A few sticks, just in case. It's always good to be prepared.
Right.
I'm just laying out the facts as I remember them, Jack. Shack? Well, it went tumbling right off that cliff.
Right on the damn cliff, yeah?
Yes, sir.
But Frank
Hell
James is still
yeah.
alive, living in Missouri, showing folks around the family farm for 25 cents a tour.
I didn't say he died in the fall, now did I?
Oh, he's so full of shit.
I'm done with this damnable outlaw life. Kill me, don't kill me, do what you will. At this point, I just don't give a shit.
I explained to Frank that I had nothing against him personally and that I was looking for someone else.
You want Reed? Have at him. I never did like that bastard. I am done here.
We parted in peace as Frank pointed out the path to my prey before making his way back down the hill.
What happened with Reed?
Well, I finally found the last of the gang hiding in a nearby cave. First, I had to dispatch the lookouts, as I was determined not to let that murderer escape my revenge again. But rather than wander in willy-nilly, I decided it would be better to smoke that sumbitch out. Hey, Reed! I shouted. No wonder you're so ornery. Can't be easy being married to Belle Starr. While you're off providing for the family, she's spreading her legs for every Tom, Dick, and Cole Younger. Not an attractive woman exactly, but very friendly. At least she was to me.
Son of a bitch!
Oh.
It was then that the last bunch of bandits jumped out of hiding.
Why won't this asshole give
Holy shit.
Would someone please kill him?
Oh, what the fuck?
I don't think he knows who we are.
I would never take that shit. Yeah. Never. Oh, this is so fucking what is it?
Eventually,
Yeah.
it was just me and Reed. I had waited a long time to face him down, so I could repay him for what he did to my brothers.
Is that Reed? Holy fuck, he's ugly. No! Shit. So
Pay
easy.
him I did.
Revenge is mine. So I guess that was it, but let's see. Bring on the ending.
Well, I don't know about you boys, but I'm pretty beat.
Well, it's too damn bad you never found that Bob character. Seems a shame he never had to pay.
Well, funny thing about that, I did have one more chance at him.
Oh, come on. Back to episode 7. Okay.
6 months ago, I heard that Butch and Sundance were back in the States and had gathered up some of their old gang. I tracked them down, hoping that Roscoe Bob Bryant had returned with them.
So you're saying they didn't die down in Bolivia?
That's what I'm saying.
Okay. What? The good, the bad, and the dead. Go ahead, make my day. Okay. Let's do this. Apparently there's one more.
40 years I had waited to get my hands on the last of my brother's killers. Not even an army of demons could have stopped me now.
Yeah, I fucked that up a lot.
Both Johnny Ringo and Jim Reed fell fairly quickly. But the last one, Roscoe Bob Bryant, that son of a bitch had managed to escape my vengeance time and time again. I couldn't even be certain I'd recognize him after all those years. By now, he had to be close to 70.
For all you know, he could have been dead.
That thought had indeed crossed my mind, as did others.
So easy.
For instance, did my thirst for vengeance turn me into something worse than the man I was after? By this point in my storied career, I had killed more men than Bob Bryant ever had. I was furious as hell at that bastard for making me who I am. A man with no family, no friends, no purpose except shooting Bob Bryant dead. Could stop me from taking his life. I've been after that killer forever. From the time I rode with Billy the Kid. But
Wait, what?
that chapter of my story you already know.
Chapter of that fairy tale, you mean?
Suddenly it was 1910. There I was, an old man roaming a ghost town dead almost 2 decades.
I actually like the atmosphere. It's kind of good.
Town was falling apart, just like me.
Where the fuck am I supposed to go? Okay.
But I wasn't about to call it quits. Even though the ghosts of my dead brothers were begging me to end what I started so long ago.
Mr. Graves, are you all right? Would you like some water?
The Wild Bunch knew I was there. They were after a treasure they had hidden before they fled, buried in the grave of a dead amigo. I intended to fill that grave with Bob Bryant's corpse. But like I said, the bandits knew I was on to them. They lured me in and hit me with everything they had.
Holy shit, this is hard. I guess I have to blame myself for putting it out a bit hard. Fuck! Ooh. I think I found a way to end this kind of quick.
But you obviously prevailed since you're sitting here telling us the tale.
Actually, in that moment, I did not prevail.
So I suppose we're talking to a ghost.
Funny you should put it like that, Jack.
What?
Because when I woke up,
From the dead?
there was silence all around me.
What? What the fuck?
I could swear to God I saw Billy then.
Billy who?
Billy, the kid. William Bonney. He was shooting at me from a rooftop. Here, and there, and even over there.
So I am right. You are titched in the head.
Mr. Graves,
What?
perhaps we should switch you to coffee?
You see that old Indian again, too?
No, but I did see Billy's killer. Patrick Floyd Garrett. He came at me guns
What
a-blazing.
the?
But I knew that old war horse had died 2 years before. I wondered if maybe I was dead too and confronting the ghosts of my past. Perhaps all my sins were coming back to haunt me and drag me down to perdition.
What the fuck is happening?
I saw Henry Plummer throw dynamite at me.
No. Ooh. swear to God, this game ain't easy. Holy... How am I supposed to beat this?
In the gates of the cemetery, I saw John Wesley Hardin, just like I remembered him. Robert Ollinger appeared with his terrible double-barrel shotgun. But no ghost army was stopping me.
My father-in-law got hit with a fallen branch. He spent the rest of his life talking to dogs.
Newman Hayes Clanton, William Brocious, John Peters Ringo, they all wanted me dead.
I'm sorry, I don't even know what's happening anymore.
The Dalton brothers, Robert and Grattan, guardians of the Garden of the Dead. George Curry and Harvey Logan, alias Kid Curry, both thirsty for vengeance from the great beyond. Jesse, Woodson, James, and Jim Reed, each one deader than the next. I thought I would go crazy.
What the fuck is even happening? Whoa! I'm sorry, I'm so fucking focused.
George Curry and Harvey Logan, alias Kid Curry, both thirsty for vengeance from the great beyond. Jesse, Woodson, James, and Jim Reed, each one deader than the next.
Oh my god, why?
The Dalton
Why
brothers,
is this game
Robert
so
and Grattan,
hard suddenly?
Guardians of the Garden of the Dead. George Curry and Harvey Logan, alias Kid Curry, both thirsty for vengeance from the great beyond. Jesse, Woodson, James, and Jim Reed. Each one deader than the next. I saw Harry Alonzo Longabaugh.
The Sundance Kid?
Like a general leading his legion of the dead.
You told us before that you'd seen him alive.
He was alive.
Oh, why the fuck? Oh, I'm so bad. Please, not again. Please. Yeah, thank you. Oh, what the fuck? Okay, I got him this time. I get him. I'll take him. Take him out. No, you fucking...
Then I heard a voice call to me from afar. It was Robert Leroy Parker, a.k.a. Butch Cassidy, coming at me from out of the fog.
What?
Thanks for taking care of that bastard.
What? What?
But
Oh
the
my
kid
God.
wasn't quite deceased. Not yet.
Takes more than one little bullet to kill the likes of me, partner.
Those two looked like they hadn't seen each other for quite a while. Clearly, they were no longer amigos.
Shit. I was hoping I wouldn't have to kill you.
You won't have to, Butch. I'm killing you first.
I asked them about Bob Bryant, but they were too busy with their own heated conversation.
Let me get this shit straight. You want my money and the love of my life?
You frittered it all away, Butch. Etta's mine. So is that damn money.
I didn't want to shoot anybody until I had an answer to my question, but those boys didn't give me much of a choice.
Okay. Okay. Looks like we have ourselves a Mexican standoff. This is not easy.
Butch Cassidy and the
No!
Sundance Kid died there in that cemetery not 6 months ago.
Fuck, Dishonor kill. No. No. Oh. Fuck. Tried so hard to do honor kills. Is there more? Wow. I actually expected less of this game.
Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid were killed by the Bolivian army. Everybody knows that.
That's the legend, but it ain't the truth.
So, you never found Bob?
There is no Bob. This old sumbitch ain't even Silas Greaves.
Sir, is that true? Have you been pulling our legs this whole time?
Well, not the whole time.
Oh man, I think you've worn out your welcome here.
Maybe you're right, Jack. Maybe it's time to pay. You see, Ben, or should I say Bob, your past always catches up with you.
Ooh. Ooh.
I was a different man back then, crazy. Drinking, I changed my ways, I swear to you. If I could turn back the clock,
But you can't, Bob.
Ooh. Oh no, I have to choose. Revenge or redemption? A revenge.
Why'd you toy with me like that? Telling those tales, knowing all along. Why not just lay your cards on the table?
Here. I won't have it said that I left you with nothing.
That's how you want it. So be it.
Oh.
Holy shit!
Right, Molly, move against that wall. Go!
Oh no, oh my god, it's hardcore mode. Oh, come on.
Oh my god! Oh, Jesus!
Ooh. So he got his revenge finally.
Did you know it was him all along?
Cassidy told me Bob was in Abilene before he died. But I wasn't sure Ben was my man until he revealed how much he knew about Ringo and Reed. The coin, of course. Well, that was the last nail in that particular coffin.
I better go get the sheriff.
You okay, boy? You're looking mighty shook up.
Dwight, maybe you best go home. Young Eisenhower here is leaving for West Point tomorrow. He shouldn't get caught up in something like this.
I think I
What the
might head
fuck?
out myself at this juncture.
Eisenhower.
Unless you want to stop me, Jack.
No, sir, Mr. Greaves.
So where you going now? Now that you had your revenge?
Doesn't really matter, does it? As I've sold my soul for it, and will never again walk with those I have lost.
Oh, that's actually a good ending. I liked it. I really liked the game. I'm a bit sad that, like, they didn't really... at the end, there was so much fucking just throwing enemies at you, and not... I don't know if you could call that a challenge, since it is a shooter game, but it felt a bit cheap, like almost zero cover and a lot of enemies. But I really like the game. It's beautiful, the sound is great, the art style is great. And I actually like the story as well. It's not top notch, like, but it's good. It's a great game. I think I paid like 3.7 euros at the Steam sale for this, and holy shit was it worth it. So yeah, that was Call of Juarez, Gunslinger. And actually this was my first completed playthrough. I just found this game and I just took a pause in every other game that I have posted so far, and it worked. I don't regret it. I don't. I will continue to play Metro. I think I'll have to pause Outlast for a little while, as I'm just not good at those kind of games. Like, I will finish it, but for now at least I will probably take a pause and just post a video from time to time where I actually play that. So have a nice week, everyone, and I'll see you in the next game. Bye.